Hey guys, Parfax here. Okay, I'm here to bring you a new game that I have started playing and that I don't want to say fell in love with yet, but having such a great time playing. And that game is called The Witcher 3. Now, most of you guys have heard of this game because it's gotten a lot of hype, and I decided, well, I had to just try this game that everybody's been talking about. Alright, so my first impressions, as you can see, the game is gorgeous. When you just look at the detail that they put into just about everything, you can even look at these blades of, I don't know, I guess I'm in a field, or it's not grass, but you can look at these weeds, and even the weeds have some form of detail. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and as you can see, there's a storm rolling by. In the back, it's kind of dark and cloudy. Sometimes the trees get a little exaggerated, like there's a tree in the back that you can see that kind of looks like it may be bent and broken, but it's just kind of waving in the wind. But I mean, overall, the game just looks impeccable. You walk around and just, like, I can go up to this tree and just look at the detail that's on this tree. It looks like a tree. A lot of games sometimes miss details like that, and you can see like each individual leaf. It's not just one leaf. It's just so incredibly well done. There's so much time and effort put into it, and it definitely shows. The game just looks, it's probably the best looking game in the market in my opinion. I haven't found a game that is near this caliber, and just the graphics. It kind of puts a lot of games to shame. There's really up in the ante on the graphics. Just absolutely amazing. The one thing that I have grown to love as well is the storyline. Now, this is a single player game, so you're going to have to like the story play, and you're going to have to like the gameplay before anything else. There's no multiplayer, so you can't just group with a buddy and kind of, if the storyline's not that good, you can do the multiplayer. That's not the way it works. Now, I've spent some time outside of doing some of the main story. I've just kind of rode around a little bit, just kind of seeing what's out there. I'm actually not very far into the main story, but you still get the feel that you're really immersed in the world. I originally tried to start playing as sort of a nice guy, and they kind of turn you a little bit because people just treat you like you're an outsider, which you are. But you know, there's some things that you can do. They like, you want to pay money, or do I owe you money? And I was like, no, go ahead, don't worry about it. And then sometimes you kind of get to the point where you're like, well, everybody hates me for the most part. Not everybody hates you, but most commoners hate you. So why not charge them money? Look at those clouds. I mean, just what other game looks this good yet has that much detail in the clouds? Look, the clouds are moving just like in real life. It's just absolutely awesome. Such a relief to see such a clean-cut game and such great graphics. It just, even if the game wasn't fantastic, you could almost just play this game solely on the fact that look at the graphics. They're that good. Alright? But let's get back to the storyline. Every time I look at something, it just makes me, you know, want to talk about the graphics even more. As you can tell, this game is not for young kids. This game is very gruesome. As you can see by our fellow hanging men here, they obviously did something bad. And see, there's just some soldiers. But there is very sexual content in it. The opening scene, not to spoil anything, but the opening scene has some booty in it. Some girl booty. Yeah. You know, so it's definitely not for little kids, because I mean, The Witcher's been known for its sexual themes inside their games, and not that I've experienced a ton of it yet, but this game definitely has it. Alright, And the one little companion you get is Roach. Let me call him here. Where is he at? Roach, oh there he is. He's your good buddy throughout the game. It's nice. You learn to love him. You don't get to name him or anything yourself. He's got a name already, but I mean, who doesn't love the name Roach for a horse? And as you can see, they put a lot of detail into the horse as well. But the one different, if you've never played a Witcher, the one thing that I have grown to love about this game is the combat system. Now, playing it on a PC seems a little clunky. It's different. It's not as, I don't want to say not as interactive, because it really is, but it's just the way the buttons are laid out. Maybe, I mean, I have a Razer Naga. I might be switching some buttons up to my mouse, because sometimes, like, you gotta hit Q when you're fighting, Z, C, tab. You know, here's your special signs if you're a Witcher, which is really cool, and I'll get into that in a second. But sometimes it can feel like you really gotta move your hand in awkward positions to do exactly what you need to do, because it is very interactive. There are some points in the game when you're in combat and the combat slows down, like kind of does a slow motion, but for the most part it's very quick. Aside from when you're doing your signs here, you can pick a sign. Actually, I might show you some action here. We'll go ahead and kill this wolf. And there's a Witcher sense. Put a shield on myself. I believe that's the one I picked. Let's see, these are your little abilities here. Alright, this is kind of like a ranged stun. Let's see if I can find another wolf. Yeah, we got some coming here. Watch. Boom. It's very hack and slash-esque, but yet it's got some feeling of like an RPG-ish. Really fun. I mean, the combat itself is so much fun. You run around, you swing your swords. There's two different types of swords, and that's one thing that I was getting ready to touch on. The game has a lot of mechanics. Okay, there's some bosses that you might need to use your different senses. Like there's some that you might need to use the magic trap. So you throw down a little magic trap. Sometimes, you know, they're very susceptible to fire, so you might use the fire on them. The game really makes it to where you have to know who you're going against. And you have a little book that allows you to see your enemy. And it's something that you're going to have to get used to using, because a lot of things you can't just run in there like I did and just hack and slash it. You really need to know what you're going against and how you're able to fight it. Okay, you also have two different swords, as you can see, and depending on your foe, you have one steel sword and an iron sword, I believe. I forget the differences between the two swords, but some enemies you're going to want to use one thing, other ones you're going to want to use your other sword. Now it's very easy to switch between. It's just 1 and 2. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch weapons here. Pull it out. There we go. As you can see, it's very smooth. The way he looks when he swings is very, very fluent. Overall, I love the game. I didn't think I was going to. I was very excited for it to come out because there was a lot of hype for it, but I thought it'd be kind of one of those games that, well, you'd play a little bit and be done with it. But I can actually just run around in the world and discover things. You can pick up stuff off the ground, as you can see here. I'm going to pick up some myrtle petals for crafting. And that's another thing, the game has crafting. The game has just about everything you want. Other than multiplayer, the game has it all. Let's see if I can interact with these horses. Oh yeah, Look at that. Oh, never mind. So maybe you're able to tame these horses eventually. Maybe you get another horse in Roach, but why would you want anything other than Roach? I mean, come on. It's Roach. Let's get on this white horse over here. Ride him, cowboy. No, don't let me off. Oh well. We got Roach. Roach is better anyway. We got on Roach. And then you can call Roach from anywhere where you're at. You can whistle for him and he'll come. So that's a little unrealistic, but hey, we don't always want for realistic games. He's a Witcher, by the way, you know. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts. If I could give it a 1 out of 10, I would probably give it a 9. And the only way that I would give it a 10 was if it had some form of co-op or multiplayer. I mean, that's how good the game is. Now, I may get down the road and the game may turn me away from it for some reason. But as of right now, everything that I've seen is just absolutely, I love it. Just absolutely amazing. The graphics, the gameplay. Maybe some people might want to play it on a controller, even if you're playing it on a PC, which is one thing great about having a PC. And I know a few of my buddies, they do play it on a controller, because sometimes, like I said, the controls can get kind of finger screwed. You can get kind of finger screwed on it because, you know, you have to hit like W, Z, C, Tab, Shift, Q. You know, sometimes it just doesn't quite feel right when you're trying to hit all those buttons at once, but overall, it doesn't really affect the gameplay. But alright, guys, that's my take on the gorgeous Witcher 3. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead. I'll be having more videos. I'll probably have more videos of The Witcher. I might make a few videos of other games. And always, I'll be putting out your Elder Scrolls videos. Thanks, guys, for watching. And I'll see you later.